how to travel on the cheap. That's what you all are asking me. I've had more than one person leave a comment saying that my travel is costing thousands and thousands of dollars, and how do I afford to travel? I'm going to answer that question. Hi, my name is Gail. Welcome to my hashtag Be Bodacious channel, where we are all about not letting life get in the way of living. So, talking about traveling, I am out again, as you can probably possibly tell. Why I'm traveling so cheap to integrate with things I'm already doing. So I'm going to talk about adding a couple of days onto a conference, and I'm going to give you a really good reason why some companies are not just supportive, but actually enthusiastic about you doing just this. So, first of all, this is a conference that my husband has to go to every single year. So, while we're here this year, we have added 2 days onto the end of the conference. So we're going to see some of the area that I wouldn't really get to take the time to see otherwise. So for this trip, we have all of our gas money round trip from the conference site home covered under his expenses for the conference. Also, our hotel has already been covered by his expenses through the conference, and I've been taking some time here and there while he's in his meetings to go and do a couple of things. They're not charging any extra for me to come along, which is really, really, really super nice, okay? So the other days that we're adding on, we've got our gas coverage. If you're staying in a place that's got a continental breakfast, then your breakfast is already included, so there's no extra cost there. But where a lot of companies come in and they really get behind this idea and really support it is if you're at a conference that breaks on a Friday, like some conferences do, your company may get a price break if you stay a couple of nights. And you're thinking, well, how are they going to do that? And that's actually because of the airline tickets. If you're flying in and your airline tickets are not Tuesday to Tuesday, then you may get a better price break by changing it just a little bit. Fridays typically are some of your more expensive days for airline tickets because people are either flying back from a business trip on a Friday evening or they're going someplace on a Friday evening. So you get some of that overlap. By waiting, you can lower the company's cost. Now, this doesn't work all the time, but it works a lot of the time. So if you leave like on Monday, there's a good chance you're saving money on those airline tickets if you can leave Monday or even Tuesday. Now, that's why some companies really get enthusiastic when their employees say, hey, I want to take a personal day and I want to stay there. Because if you can save a company money and travel on the cheap, they're going to support that. Because what company doesn't need to save money, right? So saving on that airline ticket can be a super big deal. And guess what can happen to your rental car? You may be able to change that rental car into a week-long rate, which can oftentimes be cheaper than paying a daily rate for 5 days. So you may be able to save your company that way too. So if you can tell them you're saving money on a rental car and saving money on an airline ticket, they really like to hear that. What it does for you is your transportation cost for that airline ticket is covered, okay? So that's one bill that you're not having to pay. If you can save money and save them on the rental car price and get them to approve you being there the extra days, if it's going to lower that rental car price, then your rental car is going to be covered if you need one. So that's 2 things that you can do to save money. Look at my $40 day trips and apply those principles to your extra days on the trip. What are the free and cheap things to do in the area that you're interested in? Because there's always tons and tons and tons of things that you can find to do that are free and cheap. Check out my video on Socorro, New Mexico, because that may give you some ideas. So tons of free and cheap things. Take advantage of those, okay? If you have any kind of discounts, military, AAA, use those discounts if you do have to pay admission somewhere, because you never know for sure what the discounts are going to be unless you ask. Find out what's available. If a place gives a government discount, oftentimes they'll extend that to teachers. Anything you save helps you travel on the cheap. There's grocery stores that you can pick up your own food, take your own snacks, like I have right here, 50 cents a bag, 60 cents a bag at the grocery store. All of that helps you travel on the cheap. Groceries at home versus groceries out, your bill's not going to be that much different because you got to buy groceries anyway, right? There's always coupons, early bird specials, so that all helps. So I hope that this has been helpful to you on how I travel less expensively. And let me know if you have any other questions. Drop those in the comments down below. Oh, one more thing. Somebody made a comment about my upcoming trip to Alaska. Thing is there, my purpose for going on that trip to Alaska is to take mission team supplies for our church. I'm going to do a video on that later, but just know that I'm getting some help with some of the expenses, and I'm staying in a van, so I don't have to worry about hotel costs. Anyhow, that gives you some ideas. Again, drop those in the comments down below. Please subscribe if you have not already done so, and be sure to give me a like on this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, remember, we're hashtag Be Bodacious, which means you're not going to let life get in the way of living. I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Check out these videos that are popping up on the screen right now. YouTube has selected one of these just for you.